right, they're working on it over here. It's probably because of all the people standing. Welcome everybody to Podiums here for the Queen City Gambit. Check. back home. Let's kick it off with our first class on the day, KA Masters. Third place today in KA Masters, Paul Montopoli. Paul's gone, trophy's gone. Joe's gonna add a bunch to the collection. P2 today, KA Masters, Miguel Meyer. And your main event winner in KA Masters, beginning his title defense, John Bonanno. All right, fellas, appreciate you guys being here. We'll line it up, raise up those plates. And congratulations to your KA Master Podium. All right, we're gonna move on over to Micro Swift next up here. We will need a big round of applause for our youngest superstars. Let's talk about third place today in the Micro Swift main event, Liam Francisco. Your second place finisher today in Micro Swift, Lennox Lockhart. And it's a first time Stars Championship Series main event winner, Slate Harrell. All right, boys, trophy plates, raise them up. Let's give it up one more time for your Micro Swift top three. All right, let's talk about Pro Super Masters. Third place today, Lance Lane had to get on the road a little bit early, so we've got our top two still. P2 today in Super Masters, Owsley Cheek the third. And your main event winner in Super Masters, Morn Van Tock. Mornay's too busy, I guess, packing up. We'll have Owsley Cheek here. Let's see if we can maybe bring him back around. He's just pitted actually right behind the podium, so we'll make sure we get a good picture with the two of you. Let's go ahead and move on now to our regular Masters division. So for regular Pro Masters, 30 and over, third place today, Frank Runco. P2 today in Pro Masters, Matt Machiko. And your main event winner in Pro Masters on his team's debut with the Stars Series, Scott Presti. All right, next up will be Swift Stars. Let's go ahead and we'll talk Swift Stars. Our top three, we have a... There's some... Check. All right, let's go ahead with Swift Star. What the? Micro Swift and Swift Stars, they deserve a big round of applause for the main event they put on today. Third place today, Santiago Orioli. Second place today in Swift Stars, Enzo De Janeiro. And your main event winner in Swift Stars, Jaden Francisco. All right, trophies are nice up and high. Give it up one more time for your Swift Stars podium. All right, I know that we've got a couple of these final classes that are still under review, so we're gonna move on in a little bit weird order. Let's do OKNJ, the first of our 3 Pro Show divisions this year, presented by Mazda Motorsports. For OKN Junior, third place today, Max Weiland. Second place today in OKN Junior, John Antonino. And your main event winner in OKN Junior, Cole Medeiros. All right, raise the trophies up high, boys. Give it up for your OKN Junior podium. All right, next up, we'll do OKN Stars. Third place today in OKN Stars, Diego Ramos. P2 today in OKN Stars on debut, James Overbeck. And it's a first-time main event winner in OKN Stars. Give it up for Wesley Gunler. All right, fellas, raise those plaques up nice and high and give it up for your OKN Stars podium. Third place today as we move over into the Pro Stars category. KA Junior KA Stars will be our final 2, and those are provisional. We do know our Pro Stars top 3. We'll go to them next. Third place in Pro Stars, AJ Myers. Second place today in Pro Stars, Jay Irwin. And your main event winner in Pro Stars, Mateus Morgado. All right, fellas, raise the plaques up nice and high. Give it up for your Pro Stars podium. Yeah, here. Morn, why don't we get you and Oz over and retake this picture properly while we're waiting for a little bit of confirmation on KA Junior and KA Stars. Give it up here. Morn Van Talk finally showed up to the podium. Again, we're just waiting on confirmation from Tech and from any appeals on KA Junior and KA Stars. Jared Clark. All right, our second to last division, fellas. Raise those plaques up nice and high. Give it up for your KA Stars top 3. All right, we're gonna go. And appeals, but as posted, the provisional top 3 finishers for KA Junior. Third place, first Stars Podium for Ryan Moore. Another first-time podium, his best career national finish to date, P2, Nico Kotowski. And your main event winner in KA Junior, all results again provisional for this podium, but your winner, Tristan Murphy. And as a final send-off for the Queen City Gambit, everyone, these will be a provisional podium. KA Junior drivers, make sure to hang tight here for a minute. We'll sort you guys out, but raise those plaques up for now. And let's do one last round of applause for your top 3. In terms of the live feed coverage, we'll have our top 3 presser with our Pro Stars top 3 drivers. KA Juniors, hang around tight, and for all race fans and friends and family here, you're able to come up and take some podium pictures. right, guys, here at the end of the day for the Stars Championship Series, Queen City Gambit. Our good buddy Jay Irwin had to get on a plane, so we got replacement Jay, 4th place Gavin Bailiff. Gav, first of all, thanks for stepping in.
Of course.
Mateus, let's kick it off with you, dude. Your words that really stuck with me in the post-race interview. I feel like I'm back to 100%. I'm back to where I feel like you probably felt like you ended last year. Talk to me about what was missing and what's been the piece that you found this weekend. What's been the difference?
Well, last months I've been trying to close some deals for my car stuff. So this being my head, because that's something I wanted to make. So I was really worried about that, and I don't think I was 100% focused on my karting stuff. Now, thankfully, everything's closed. I will make the season in Brazil, racing LMP1 cars. So I felt better this week. I mean, week started, new track for me. Was a bit lost. Quali messed up, my fault. Blame it on the go-kart. But I mean, once the week got going, I started getting better. And in the heat races, it's hard once you get behind the driver here. It's not super easy to overtake, and I was just trying to stay calm and think about the final. I know we had a great pace, especially for a 30 laps race, so I was fine with that.
AJ, over to you. You mentioned as well in kind of your post-race shorter interview that this track didn't really suit you guys as well last year. This year was better than last year, you felt like. Where do you feel like, you even mentioned at one point, like you thought the gearing for you versus Jay versus Morgado and maybe Gav was different? I mean, the differences are pros and cons without maybe giving too much of the book away, but where do you feel you had them or they had you?
I don't know. It's tough because it's such a small track. Mateus wasn't that much quicker. He was obviously quicker, and he would pull me a half kart here, half kart there. And a tenth a lap over 30 laps is 3 seconds. So he beat me by about 3 seconds. And so he had great pace, and we're missing that just a little bit. And it's not an easy little bit to find. So we just got to work towards it.
Talking about your year to this point, getting to do a bit of development at the Winter Series, did you feel like this year doing that February weekend again kind of helped? I mean, where do you kind of stand to go from here? Because now we have a little gap, right, before the next major shifter race.
Yeah, I mean, that one was great, and then it kind of set me back because I wasn't able to drive a go-kart until, again, in Texas. My ribs were hurt up until Texas, and then, yeah, it just came into here, and it was, again, just like Houston was. Friday in practice was just wet, dry, so you never really knew what you had, and then the weekend progressively changed, and sadly, we didn't have it in the end.
Gavin, I think that's a great point to kind of lead into you for this weekend. You come off of Texas, granted, again, there, similar where you didn't get a lot of dry practices, right? But you rolled off the truck fast there. Here you roll off maybe okay. What was it like coming into a weekend as a race win? Did you put more pressure on yourself? Were you able to kind of stay mellow through it all?
I think for the most part I stayed mellow. Maybe leading up into the final, I was in my own head a bit. Just unfortunately, I don't feel like I pushed 100% in that final, and I think those last 2 laps were my 100%, and I gained a big gap to AJ that I didn't think that I was able to in the middle of the race, and yeah, I kind of regret just feeling like I didn't push throughout that whole race.
But can you elaborate a little more too on this racetrack? AJ and I, we've had probably countless podcasts talking about growing the shifter class and the track design between tracks and tires and fields of what provides good racing and not. What are some of the key characteristics here if you were to change a corner or a sector or two that could give some more racing? I mean, is there anything you think that could be done, or what do you kind of make of it all?
Well, I think it's a nice track, but it's hard for KZ racing, I think. Once you're driving at the limits, you and another driver, to overtake this driver, it's either you make an aggressive move and maybe you hit him, or you back out, So maybe I would give some more space to the track, put more space in the track, but it's all great. I enjoy driving here, my first time, so really good.
What was the G-load feeling here, AJ? I mean, Trackhouse down the road has that big bowl kind of turn 4, and that track's probably the closest of the Stars season in terms of a lot of mid-range corners. You're not really down to first gear anywhere. You're just flowing the whole way. Is that a close comparison to here? Because not a lot of people have raced here since we've only done a couple travel runs.
Yeah, I'd say this track's kind of unique in what it has. It's just kind of too short for a shifter kart. We're never really in 6th gear long. There's no heavy brake zone from 6th to 2nd. That's where you see your opportunities in the shifter kart to pass. It's fun track to drive. It's just nonstop. There's no brakes. There's no straightaway. It's just you're just always got to be in the zone.
Gavin, talk about the starts here too. I'll toss it up to you. I mean, the starts down to turns 1 and 2. There were a couple guys that would go up on the banks. There was some newer drivers like Gage Korn who qualified good and then wouldn't get swallowed up. How compared to other places or just here, what's it like in the first lap?
Yeah, with the pit out being so close to where the start finish line is, there's not really much of a warm up lap, so we're all pretty cold on the engine temps and on the tire temps, brake temps as well. So it definitely made for some interesting starts. I know a lot of people had wheel spin, Gage included, I think had some rough starts, but yeah, I mean, it makes for an interesting first lap, but I would prefer to have maybe one more lap to warm everything up.
Off or going off the Marshall. I don't know if you guys got to see, but it was something cool. We had a 6-year-old kid, his name was Lincoln, who did the driver's command to start your guys' engines. AJ, I mean, you on the front row, you kind of got to see a little bit what was going on. Yeah, what did you think of that, the little extra stuff we did with the show this week?
It's always cool to see. I mean, you're kind of making it a professional deal, making it like the NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula One races where you kind of have that introduction, that kind of nice driver start your engines. Every kind of series has their catch slogan. And no, it's great to see the series kind of come along and kind of promote it to be a pro thing where people can make a career in this kind of sport.
Yeah, Mateus, what about you? I mean, you were able to come and do some donuts down the front straight away. That was something Gavin was supposed to be able to do. We didn't get to do in Texas, so you got one up on him by winning here. What did it feel like to be able to have that and then get right out and do an interview?
It's really nice. I mean, the engine builder doesn't really like this stuff, but for us, making is fun, especially when you have a crowd looking at you and TV's pointing at you. So it's great, amazing. Enjoyed so much and cannot wait for the next round.
Were either of you guys, you or Gavin, either one of you can take it. You guys being pitted so close, did you guys have some people coming walking by or some new people this weekend from today?
Yeah, there was a lot of people that I saw that were just unfamiliar faces that we were able to approach that were just walking in, looked like you said yesterday, a little bit lost. So yeah, it was cool to be able to talk to some of those people and make yourself feel like you're more of a pro than in years past. It was really cool.
Yeah, we got to obviously hook you up with a little better banner for next race. So that'll be the one. Hopefully you do some better. I think that's what we wrote you off, and that's why you ended up 4th today. We didn't get a good photo of you.
Yeah, they didn't have my right number.
Yeah, number was off too. We got to fix that. But
No
even
issue.
then, you would change your number on us last second.
Yeah, true, I did. No issue.
AJ, I want to pass this question to you, and I think all three of you guys can take this one to kind of start to wrap things up a little bit. All three of you have, asserted yourselves, and in the case of AJ and Mateus, you guys have been in this spot for a couple of years now, being a leader on your team, building your team's program up just as much as yourself, and competing at the high level. So AJ, what are some of the highlights for you from the day? Obviously, Gabriel Balog, man, that kid was ripping in KA Junior.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. That's the downside of the day. Gabriel led his first final, won the pre-final, and ended in tragedy. But Cup told him to keep his head high, and it's a great result just to be leading the final here. And then Max Podium in OKN was fast in KA. I think Machiko and Shifters ended up second after a really rough weekend for him, just kind of went off of rust, really. So besides myself, Magic as a whole, we did really good, and sadly, I can't be the Magic man if I'm not the one leading the charge. So maybe Max or Gabriel here over these next few weeks can kind of take that charge.
Mateus, what about you? What are some of the highlights for the PSL camp from this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. We had a really good pace with the juniors. We had drivers finishing 2nd and 3rd in the final. One of them got a penalty at the end, but I mean, they showed great speed at the full week. Every race they were up there fighting for the win, for the top 3. That's so good for us to see, like, new drivers having good speed. That's good for the sport, and that's like makes me really proud to be able to help them grow and learn what to do and what to not do on track. So I think we had a great week overall. All the shifters all improving, the juniors, OKN with Ramos won the race, got a penalty. I don't really know about that. I don't want to get into that, but I mean, great result for the team, definitely.
Gavin, what about you? What are some of the highlights for TKG on the weekend?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, this whole new development, switching everything over. So just to be able to be at these races already and see results coming. Nico Katowski had a nice, I think it ended up being a P2 finish in the KA Junior final, and he showed good speed in the OKNJ stuff. So improving all of our packages throughout the weekend and throughout this year is really great to see. I think it's going to be a really great season for us. And yeah, I mean, I obviously have had some good results, and I think that's good as well. So I think this relationship that we have with PSL and Burrell Art and TKG Burrell Art USA, it's going to be great for the rest of our time together.
Yeah, the single speed karts looked really good for you guys. A lot better probably than years past. Is that just a combination of a lot? Was there some overhauls over the winter on trying to make the single speed Burrell frame a little better?
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of development. Switching brands, you definitely have to prove yourself a lot more. Make sure that everyone sees that you're making the right decisions, and I think we've done that exactly. So yeah, it took a lot of development, but not a lot of testing is going on either. So I think we're just going to continue to improve throughout the season.
And AJ, when you say looking for the next little bit, right? That last little piece that you felt like you didn't have this week, but you need to have to be able to race and win at the high level. What does that make your next 3 months for the next times you're able to make it out to Trackhouse? I mean, what do you kind of go to work on? Is it?
It's not that difficult. It's just really comes down to the race weekend and the decisions you make throughout that weekend and the ideas you have in your head about the changes you think are going to work. And it's about making the right decisions on the gearing, the carburation, the chassis, the tire pressure. It all comes down to decisions. So it's just about regrouping and trying to get that understanding down to make the right decisions next time.
I'll give you guys one last personal note to thank some people here, but I have to at least make a funny note here for you and Mateus. We got you guys to the finish of a race, one of these. Obviously, I'm sure, AJ, you would have liked to be the first of the line, but, we didn't crash. There's no social media controversy at this one, so that's a win, right? I mean, AJ, you don't seem happy with me saying that.
This is the face I've had the whole time.
Fair enough. Mateus, who do you want to thank for all the help this week?
All PSL, everyone did a great job. Everyone did their best, they are here for these, and I think they are doing a great job. I think it's going to be a great season, and that's just the beginning. I want to be able to reach my goal this year, so yeah, we'll keep it up and we keep working hard.
AJ, who would you like to thank for all the help this week?
It's the same old crew. We got the Magic Kart gang, Magic, Robbie, Andrew, Bajoso, Peppo. He's the magician. He's also helping Burrell these days a little bit too in the background there with some other stuff. Peppo's the man. Alessio Rossi on my engines. He's always helped me the best. Cody Beck's new on the Sonic USA deal. So just the same old crew, and we continue to work together.
Yeah, I guess that too, right? This is the first time we've gotten to really talk with you in depth about Cody, Sonic USA, doing a little bit more. How's he blended in with you guys?
Yeah, he's just working along with Alessio, and he's learning as we go, and just working with my feedback to get the understanding better for how to build faster engines.
And then Gav, who would you like to thank?
I got to thank everyone in our core group at Trinity Karting Group and everyone that helps on these long race weekends. I know it's a lot of work, and our core guys really work their tails off at home getting everything ready. Also have to thank the guys that hold down the fort at the track. Those guys we couldn't do it without them. So yeah, Dom as well with PSL, building monster horsepower, and Ronnie Sala and just Burrell Art in general, getting us this awesome program going.
We hopefully get to see all you guys running good when we come and invade your house here in about a month.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Do some donuts on the finish line at Cincinnati.
I got a couple out there already.
I'm going to make sure to mark them up.
There we go. Sounds good. Thanks for the time, guys. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck. Feels like